Okay, I just saw this on Democratic Underground, and it blew my mind. I got to share this with you, and then I'm going to get back to your calls right away here. These are the words of Senator Bernie Sanders. The surprise is going to come in a minute. He was on the floor of the United States House, gave this speech. You can watch it over at C-SPAN. And he said, we should make no mistake about it. Today is a tragic day for humanity, for the people of Iraq, for the people of the United States, and for the United Nations as an institution. It is also a tragic day for the future of our planet and for the children, 30,000 of whom in the third world will starve to death today as we spend billions to wage this war, and 25% of whom in our own country live in poverty. In our country, because we apparently lack the funds to provide them with a minimal standard of living. Despite the fact that we are now aligned with such Middle Eastern dictatorships such as Syria, a terrorist dictatorship, Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, feudalistic dictatorships, and Egypt, a one-party state that receives $7 billion in debt forgiveness to wage this war with us, I believe that in the long run, the action unleashed last night will go strongly against our interests in the Middle East. Clearly, the United States and allies will win this war, but the death and destruction caused will, in my opinion, not be forgotten by the poor people of the third world and the people of the Middle East in particular. I fear that one day we will regret that decision and that we are, in fact, laying the groundwork for more and more wars for years to come. That was Bernie Sanders in 1991 speaking against George H.W. Bush invading Kuwait to drive the Iraqis out. It was the first Gulf War. Bernie was absolutely prescient. If we had not fought the first Gulf War, there would have been no 9/11. There would be no Al Qaeda. There would be, there's a whole series of dominoes that come out of the first Bush presidency that then got amplified by the second Bush presidency. But Senator Sanders voted against the first Gulf War in 1991 when everybody was going, oh, yeah, we got to have this. And, of course, Bush wanted to have his little war because he thought he would get him reelected as president in the election of 92. Didn't work out that way. Bill Clinton won, but he thought he could do it. So now, knowing that this is Bernie speaking on the floor of the House in 1991, I believe that in the long run, the actions unleashed last night, this was when the invasion happened, will go strongly against our interests in the Middle East. Clearly, the United States and allies will win this war, but the death and destruction caused will, in my opinion, not be forgotten by the poor people of the third world and the people of the Middle East in particular. I fear that one day we will regret that decision and that we are, in fact, laying the groundwork for more and more wars for years to come. That's leadership. That's amazing.